Okay, so great sources of vitamin C, as I mentioned to you, are red peppers, bell peppers, orange peppers. Avoid green peppers. A lot of people get a lot of indigestion. I'm not saying green peppers are bad, but if you have liver congestion, the green peppers can be an issue for you. I would avoid using a lot of vitamin C, that's chewable vitamin C, because it can take the enamel off your mouth. It could be an issue as far as acid. So I just watch it, and you know they sell these 500 milligrams of ascorbic acid. You know, ascorbic acid is only a part of the vitamin C. It's not a complete part of the C. That's significant for you to be aware of that. High fiber might interfere with calcium absorption. And I just put that down because when I was doing the research from this, a lot of places report that. But you know, if that was the issue, I would think that everybody would be having a calcium deficiency in our society today because people eat a lot of high fiber. Now, if you are a vegetarian, and I'm not saying being a vegetarian is right or wrong, but vegetarians oftentimes can have mineral deficiencies because of the fibers being affected and the fibers affecting different minerals. And a lot of times vegetarians have high copper and low zinc. So just be aware, that's one of the reasons that we do hair analysis. Hair analysis will tell us, and we'll talk about that briefly here in a moment, how high your calcium is. Now when we look at your blood test, this is really fascinating when it comes to calcium. When I look at a person's blood test, you should have 10 parts calcium and 4 parts phosphorus. You should have more calcium in your body than phosphorus in the ratio. Let's just say that you have 8 parts calcium and 4 parts phosphorus. Phosphorus creates cavities in your mouth. When I have a patient come into the office and I look at your teeth and I look at the side view of your neck, the side view, and I see a lot of dental work, and I make a comment to you that you have a lot of dental work, if you have a lot of dental work, that tells me you have soft teeth. Well, if you have soft teeth, guess what else you're going to have that's going to be soft? Soft bone. So you're going to have a greater chance of bone problem, and that's why I look at your teeth. So the reason, and one of the blessings about practicing here in this office is the fact that I learn from people. So if I have somebody that I'm doing a diet sheet with, and they have a passion for what I call the torpedoes of death. The torpedo of death is a chocolate covered eclair that's cream filled. It gets you right here, and if you eat enough of them, I guarantee you're going to die. So if you consume torpedoes of death and other breakfast pastries and soda and grains, and you come in and you have a lot of fillings in your mouth, and I look at your neck x-rays and your spine is breaking down, it's all a part of the same problem. It's an internal problem. So one of the things I'm going to suggest you to do is stop drinking the soda and eating all the junk food. So I had a gentleman that came into my office today, and he has major low back pain. He smokes cigarettes, and he told me that he eats a lot of junk food. Well, if he eats a lot of junk food, he doesn't eat protein, he's going to have back pain. You see how all that is tied together? So also, protein is important for your spine to function optimally and not to have spinal pain. So the normal ratio is 10 parts calcium, 4 parts phosphorus. What's really interesting is when we do hair analysis. Now, we do hair analysis, not on everybody. When people request a hair analysis, we'll do a hair analysis. But what's really is interesting is when you have high calcium on your hair analysis and low potassium, it's a sign to me that you could have a low thyroid gland. When you have high calcium and low potassium on the hair analysis, low thyroid gland. How else you can tell if you have a low thyroid gland? If your temperature is below 97.8, your armpit temperature. Then of course we'll do a TSH, a T3 and a T4 for the thyroid. This is not a thyroid half-hour of health, but it's a half-hour of health to have you just kind of think a little bit different. If you have a low thyroid gland, you're going to have a calcium metabolism problem. And I think that's really important for you to understand that. So you could have leg cramps at night with cold hands and cold feet. I would give you iodine to help that. Now if you're drinking soda pop, I'd have you get off the soda pop. And if I look at your diet sheet, I'd encourage you to get away from all the grains. I'd have you rather focus on vegetables and protein. Do you see how I'm trying to tie this together and have you think about how this body is actually working? It's really significant when you put all the nuts and bolts together. And I already mentioned to you cavities. If you have a lot of cavities in your mouth, a lot of amalgams in your mouth, if you have a lot of fillings over your lifetime, it's a sign of usually too much phosphorus, not enough calcium, or you have too much phosphorus, not enough calcium, and the grains that you're consuming have taken that out of your body. And people in our society today consume a lot of grains. They have breakfast cereals, and they have sandwiches for lunch, and they have pasta, and just a massive amount. So let me tie this together for you. Calcium's critical. You may or may not need to take calcium every day because you're getting it from your diet. Focus on almonds, focus on mixed greens, focus on sesame seeds. Eliminate soda pop from your life. Soda pop is devastating. Get the sugar out of your life, because sugar, I'll guarantee you, will deplete your body of calcium. If you get the late cramps at night, that's also a sign that you have a low calcium problem. Thank you so much. Sorry.